Welcome to the OT Tip of the Month. This month, we want to continue that conversation about behavior because it's been such a challenge this fall for many of our students. Especially this week, we want to be aware of headed into winter break. You might have kids that are really excited about the upcoming holiday and upcoming break, but you also might have kids that are really nervous and maybe a little bit anxious about spending 2 weeks at home because home isn't necessarily safe or inviting. So just be aware of kind of those two extremes that you might see this week. And this month was also inspired by a blog article that we read by Amy Lewis about, is it sensory or is it behavior? This is a question that we often get as occupational therapists. And sometimes what we see is that therapists rule out that it's not sensory-based challenges and then go to it's just behavior. And what does that mean? Our challenge to you and things that we want to be thoughtful about is, behavior is always communication. There's always something else going on. My friend and mentor, Kim Barthel, uses the term being a behavioral detective. She talks about there being spokes on a wheel. So if you put that behavior right in the middle, it could be that, there are sensory challenges or sensitivities, but there also could be communication challenges or cognitive challenges. The task is too hard. Or on the flip side, they might be really gifted and they're bored because it's too easy. Or there might be other things going on like, lack of sleep or digestive challenges. So we want to just continue to highlight to be curious about what's going on and reframe. And just because it is not a sensory-based concern doesn't mean that they're willful or naughty or lazy. It's something else is getting in the way of them being successful. So what can we do to help our students? The first is that you have professionals in your building that can really help to have some dialogue around what's going on with a student's behavior. Talk to your occupational therapist. She can help you to see, yes, it may be rooted in sensory-based behaviors, or maybe you need to talk to the speech therapist and see if it's communication-based, or the special education teacher or social worker or psychologist. So access the folks that are in your building to help try to make sense of what is going on and start that conversation and figure out interventions that you can do and or if and when you need to move to an evaluation. And then the other tip that Amy discusses in her blog article is we really need to focus on connection and relationship. Don't withhold affection or attention because of challenging behaviors. And this can be really, really hard. It can be hard to stay connected, but that's what our students need even more during this time is they need to feel safe, they need to feel grounded, and they need to feel connected to you. So I wish you well in this next week while you are wrapping things up, and hope that you continue to be thoughtful of these things when you return in January. Thank you.